like you haven't led before.
Defending the Razorbacks 7 days away, the high school season just 8 days away now. The Pulaski Academy Bruins are the defending 5 AAA champions, but this year head coach Kirby Norwood is using what's left of his preseason to work with his young defense, which gave up 21 points a game last year.
We've just been working on getting after the ball, getting the guys in key positions, working our inexperienced guys. We just have 4 starters back on defense, so we've been working those inexperienced guys on defense, trying to get that group together.
Everyone loves a Cinderella story, and Pulaski Academy could wear the slipper this fall. The Bruins won 9 games in 2000 and were very successful in 7-on-7 competitions over the summer. Quarterback Thomas Thrash threw for more than 2,700 yards and 42 touchdowns last year, and some experienced receivers could help him eclipse those numbers this fall.
We've got just about all of our skill players coming back. Thomas Thrash had a great year last year, set all kinds of school records, threw for 42 touchdowns. Scott Hilburn was hurt into our 3rd game last year. He's coming back, so he's going to help us out at receiver. We've got Quentin Jones coming back, Blake Miller on offense, some other guys that are up and coming that are going to help us out.
we got it done. It wasn't a good win. It was ugly, but it's a W, so we're pretty happy with it.
Guys, you fought back from some adversity in the first half. Everybody agree with that? Yes, sir. Okay. And you got it done in the second half. Got it done. I saw a lot of heart, a lot of courage by a lot of guys out there. And it's just want to, but you got to want it the whole game. And we got to give Clarksville a lot of credit. They played hard. And that second quarter, they brought it to us. They brought more than we wanted because we didn't get it done. But I'm proud of you for coming back in the second half and getting it done. Had a lot of big plays, a lot of guys contributed, a lot of guys made some big plays. And we got to have more of that out of some of you other guys. And that's where we practice and that's where we play games to see who's going to get it done. And we want to find out who can get it done for us every quarter. So when conference time comes, we're here, we're ready to go. So we've got some things to work on to get better at. Everybody agree with that? Sure.
Pulaski Academy traveled to Clarksville, where it had its hands full with the Panthers and senior running back Ray Rideout, who dominated the first half. He had over 100 yards rushing in the first half, 180 in the game, as Clarksville took a 14-7 halftime lead. And things didn't go much better on offense for the Bruins, as sophomore running back Matt Stoltz and senior quarterback Thomas Thrash fumbled on successive plays. But the Panthers returned the favor as senior Bruin defensive back Scott Hilburn pounces on a Panther fumble to set up a 10-yard touchdown pass from Thrash to Rick Campbell. That pulled Pulaski Academy within a point at 14-13, and then Thrash calls his own number as the Bruins take the lead 15-14. The two teams then traded turnovers in the fourth quarter as Clarksville senior defensive back Pierce Curran steps in front of a Thrash pass, and Stoltz forces a Panther fumble that sophomore Stephen Green recovers. 4 plays later, Thrash finds senior wide receiver Quentin Jones, and that'll do it. Pulaski Academy picks up the win 22-14.
"53 guys right here, 53 guys, 6 coaches, a trainer, I don't know how many water boys, 5 or 6, but we're all going out here for one purpose, aren't we? To be the absolute best that we can be, to show them what Bruin Football 2001 is all about here at Pulaski Academy. A lot of people are going to be watching. So you go out there and play the best you can, be the best you can be every play. Play like a champion every play. Okay, let's get it done. Seniors, lead like you haven't led before. It's your first home game. Show them what leadership's all about, seniors. All 12 of you. Let's get it done. Let's say a prayer, touch somebody. Let's be ready to go out there and get the trophy. Our Father, who art in
This is our house. This is where we live. And ain't nobody gonna mess with us. In our house. This is our house. Whatever it takes. All we shoot for whatever it takes. This is how we show it. Whatever
Give that to Willie Green. And tell him I want him out of here in 24 hours. And 23 of them are already gone.
And they would play like champions. The battle of the academies, Pulaski and Subiaco. The direct snap to Matt Stoltz. He goes in standing up 7-0 PA. Subiaco tries to answer. No. Blake Miller intercepts the LaMarcus Irvin pass, and Blake can fly up the sideline. Then it's air thrash. Thomas Thrash. Rick Campbell, are you in bounds? Just barely. It's 14-0 PA. Then they go to the air again. It wasn't his night. Stephen Green, national AAU high jump champ. He's only 15, and look at him go. Big, strong kid. His brother plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. And then it's air thrash again. Back upstairs, his favorite target, Quentin Jones. At that point, it was 21-0 PA, and they rolled to victory.
Subiaco Academy trying to catch Pulaski Academy, looking to head to its upcoming matchup with Shiloh, but the Bruins came out fired up on PA's first play from scrimmage. Thomas Thrash finds Scott Hilburn for a 14-yard gain, exciting the fans in Bruin country. PA working out of a no-huddle offense, and 2 plays later, Quentin Jones picks up 9 yards on the ground, setting the Bruins up first and goal. And check out this play. The snap directly to Matt Stoltz, and he finds the end zone on PA's first drive of the game. That made it 7-0, much to the delight of this future Bruin lineman. He's already working on the fundamentals. PA wins this one 62-16. Again, Shiloh up next for the Bruins.
Points or no points, you're dead meat.
Touchdown PA on 4th down. So be it. Fret no more. To secure pieces. To prepare for war. So be it. Touchdown. Settle the score. Touch me again with the words that you will hear evermore. Going long is Thrash, and he's got it complete. Love it or leave it. She with the deadly bite. Quick as the blue tongue. Forked as a lightning strike. Shining with brightness. Always in surveillance. Emblem of vigilance. Shiloh can't keep up with the Joneses. Touchdown PA. No more to secure pieces to prepare for war. So be it. Settle the score. Touch me again with the words that you will hear evermore. Don't tread on me. They have the ball, their worst field position of the night, but it hadn't seemed to matter much tonight. They've got it at their own 11. One back formation. They fake the hand. A couple of Saints bite on it. They're going on the streak route, and it is complete. Goodbye, goodbye. You're not going to catch him. He is falling away from the Shiloh would-be defenders. It's Miller, and Michael, that might have just done it.
That was wicked, man.
Of course, the Arkansas State High Schools went ahead and played on Friday night, and Pulaski Academy made it easy on me this week because beating Shiloh is a rarity, and beating Shiloh up in Springdale is almost unheard of. But the Bruins accomplished both last Friday, and that's why PA is our Friday Night Flights Wendy's Team of the Week. The Bruins enjoyed a free meal from Wendy's this afternoon. Everything was biggie-sized, of course. Pulaski Academy beat Shiloh 62-29, thanks in part to PA quarterback Thomas Thrash, who passed for 545 yards and a state record 9 touchdowns.
You know, last year we lost to them, and the Springdale paper, you know, didn't predict us to score 14 points, and nobody thought we could, you know, win it at their place, and the offensive line just did a great job picking up the blitzes, and the running backs and receivers did a great job finding the open spots in the zone and running really good routes.
Shiloh used to running up the scores on their opponents. Well, PA gave them a little of their own medicine.
Guess
9
so.
touchdowns.
Youch.
Wow.
A lot of points.
Our Landers High School Player of the Week threw for 586 yards last Friday. He also broke a state record. Our Landers Player of the Week is Thomas Thrash of Pulaski Academy. You could just call him Touchdown Thomas Thrash. Last year he threw 42 TD passes, and last week he threw for a state record 9 touchdowns in PA's shocking 62-29 win over Shiloh Christian. Those numbers are more impressive when you consider that Thomas Thrash didn't start playing football until his sophomore season at PA.
I just never liked it until, you know, a couple guys told me to just come on out. And they said it was real fun.
And what about those 9 touchdown passes?
It's all just the offense. I mean, the receivers make me look good, and the offensive line.
Quentin Jones is Thomas's #1 target. Last year they hooked up 69 times.
He's smart. He knows how to read the coverages and things like that, what to do when they're man-to-man, who to throw it to, and why, and things like that.
And those who know this senior best say you won't outthink or outwork Thomas Thrash. He's not the biggest kid. What does he bring to the table, you think, that makes him successful in this offense?
Well, I think he has a real good quarterback's mind, and I think he reads the defenses real well, and he's just I think, a good team player.
He's going to come to work every day. He's going to spend the time. He spent the time in the summer, and he'll be the first one to practice, the last one to leave. He's done a tremendous job for us, tremendous leader.
Thomas does have one problem. How do you top a 9-touchdown performance?
15-0, winning a state championship. I could see us playing Warren or somebody in the state championship up at War Memorial.
Strength and honor. Strength and honor. Strength and honor. At my signal, unleash hell.
Victimize, but you're in bed. Stumble out and run dead. If it ever paid to self-start, environment made you smart. Just another victim. Just another victim. Just another victim. Not before, begging off and living bored. My hands are tied, wet feet again, fell in behind and claim it's dead. Just another victim. Just another victim. Sad. Just another victim. True, give it up, I lie to you, blame and blameless, turn it You fall apart. Just another victim. Just another victim. Just another victim. Just another victim.
Yourself, now you're pointing fingers. How I robbed and raped you, bruised and scraped you. But those are just lies, cause in your eyes you've been victimized. That's how you size it up. You disguise it up and try to make it look real. To cover up the low self-esteem you feel. Introspection and afterthought. Swimming in guilt's your favorite sport. But now you're caught up in the undertow. You never knew a man could sing so low. But now you know, cause you're John Doe. In a black bag, a tag on your toe. I built the house, I felt the pain. You victimized, but got no one to blame. Just another victim. Just another victim. Kid.
These guys whipped up on Shiloh Christian. They're taking on Dover. First play, Tom Thrash to Scott Hilburn to Blake Miller. Back to Thrash. I love it. To Rick Campbell for the big gain. That was the first play from scrimmage. Then it's Thrash. Remember, he had 9 TD passes last week to Hilburn to make it 7-0. But how about Dover trying to shock some folks? Derek Race, no one open, tucks, runs, breaks a tackle. Nice work by this Pirate. We're tied at 7. Hey, Thomas Thrash can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for them. Sprinting to his right, says, I'll take it in. It's 14-7 Bruins. They want more. Thrash is going to hook up with his favorite target. One heck of a receiver, Quentin Jones. Still waiting on a final for this one. PA was rolling when we left.
But as it turns out, the railroad came through. Russellville became the boomtown. Still, Dover has ambitions, and one of those was beating a very good Pulaski Academy team tonight here in Little Rock. It's our THV Showcase Game of the Week. Thomas Thrash, the name to remember here, the quarterback who threw 9 touchdown passes last week, picked up where he left off. Touchdown to Scott Hilburn. Pulaski Academy in control early. But TJ Sizemore of Dover would not be denied. He got a first down. And then Derek Race scores a touchdown for Dover, and it's 7-7. Could we be seeing an upset here? Let's see. Second quarter, Thrash back to work. But so is Chris Schroeder of Dover, and down goes Thrash. But you can't keep this young quarterback down for long. He's got the skills. Touchdown, Quentin Jones. This was actually our 3rd showcase game of the year so far. Here is your final. Pulaski Academy wins handily, 48-14. They continue undefeated.
Pulaski Academy appears to be all right on the offensive side of the ball. The local high school is putting up gaudy numbers and making a serious bid for a state title. Tomorrow, we will follow the Bruins to Beebe and continue to monitor the progress of a terrific tandem that terrifies opponents.
The Bruins sure have been playing like champions, especially quarterback Thomas Thrash and receiver Quentin Jones.
We set our team goals at the first year before the first game, and we sat down and talked about, winning conference, winning state.
What is it about you guys that makes things click out there on the field? If there's one thing you could pinpoint it on.
Friendship. We've been friends ever since 7th grade. We know each other. He knows what I'm going to do in situations, and I know what he's going to do in situations.
Thrash has thrown 15 touchdown passes in the last 2 games, including 9 a couple weeks ago, breaking the all-time single-game state record.
I never think about that. I'm just trying to, at the end of the season, I'll probably think about it a little, but not too much.
A humble duo boasting immodest statistics.
Because I wanna be a cowboy.
Tell me what you're gonna do to me.
To thrash?
No, to me. I'm in front of you.
Black 44. I'll kill you. Shut.
Get a picture of the superstar baby.
I know Luis yesterday.
He went down, he got dressed. He took off without even help. Got mad at Luis. He took off.
Luis does nothing.
Yeah. Luis, you didn't touch the ball every play. What do you want?
He does nothing.
You're too big time.
No, I was going to say Jonathan did because he left last time.
Luis.
Thursday dads are great. They are fantastic. We love every Thursday.
Yeah, this tastes pretty good.
What's going on your arm?
I hyperextended my elbow and then our trainer got carried away. Oh well.
It's all good today.
Go ahead and tell him what kind of stats you got in here.
2,000 receiving. 35 touchdowns.
See how dumb he looks at the end of the year.
About. You want to bet?
He's almost halfway there. We ain't even halfway there yet.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Let's talk about my stats.
12 sacks.
How many runs? How many yards I'll have on passing?
15. I got a big whopping 0.
Big 0. Coach, you tell him I'm tired for rushing touchdowns.
It feels good. I mean, we just try to work hard in practice and just get better. I mean, it's hard to come off a game after Shiloh and try to get better, but we're still doing it. You know, the offensive line just keeps getting better every game, and they're just doing a great job.
Listen and understand that Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever.
Hasta la vista, baby.
On a full moon night at BB, the natives were shaking cans of BBs, of course. And of course, there's always someone wanting to make a fashion statement on Hooten's highlights. Carhartt overalls minus the undershirt. Tell you what, that's a real good look now. True story. This guy wagered not to cut his hair for a year. It's almost payday. Number 5, Pulaski Academy led early 7-0 after a nifty punt return by Blake Miller. Record-setting quarterback Thomas Thrash passes for 18 of his 361 yards last night. His favorite receiver, Quentin Jones, number 4. On the next play, Jones breaks tackles, cuts across field. He's headed to the end zone, but this play was called back due to a penalty. No problem for PA. Rob Bradsher hauls in a pass for a first down. 4 plays later, Thrash hits Jones in the end zone, and this one counts. Thrash completed 30 of 42 passes for 5 touchdowns last night, and PA has scored more than 60 points twice in the past 3 weeks. Final score, Bruins 63, BB 26.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Set me on first, but I know what I can't stand. Everybody acts, the fact of the matter is I can't add up to what you can. But everybody has a face that they hold inside. Face that awakes when I close my eyes. Face that watches every time they lie. Face that laughs every time they fall. So you know that when it's time to sink or swim, that the face inside is watching you too, right inside your skin. It's like I'm paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath the skin. It's like I'm paranoid looking over my back. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath the skin. It's like I'm paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath my skin.
Pulaski Academy quarterback Thomas Thrash has already thrown for over 2,000 yards and 29 touchdowns this season. The 5-0 Bruins and their high-octane offense hosting Pulaski Oak Grove. Thomas Thrash going to the air, of course, but this time Oak Grove is ready. As Marcus Bobbitt comes up with the interception, Oak Grove, and a little return there to boot, Oak Grove mustered a field goal to take a short-lived lead, 9-7, but Pulaski Academy came back, firing. Thrash to Blake Miller for a nice gain. This one down to the 10-yard line. And then a few plays later, Thrash still doing it through the air, of course. Thrash to Quentin Jones in the end zone for the score, 14-9 PA, and PA rolls in this one, 41-17.
And we are inside the Pulaski Academy locker room. Head coach Kirby Norwood with a few final words as his team heads to the playing field. What a battle over there today. The 5-0 Pulaski Academy Bruins went up against Bobby Tyner's 4-1 Oak Grove Hornets. We go to Pulaski Academy's field, and they're ready to greet their team. It's homecoming. They're pumped, and so are the Bruins. First play from scrimmage. Hey, quarterback Thomas Thrash is lined up at wide receiver. Gets the lateral, swings to his left, lets it fly. Quentin Jones, his favorite target, makes a great adjustment on the football, breaks a tackle. You're not going to catch him in open field. Bang! 90 yards for the score. It's 7-0 Pulaski Academy. Here comes the bus for Oak Grove. C.C. Bacon, 5'8", 232 pounds. He's a load. Hey, great play fake on the goal line. Where's the ball? Matt Pruss to a wide open Marcus Bobbitt. He's going to fight his way in. At this point, it was 7-6. Pulaski Academy. Look at those fans from Oak Grove. Hey, the bus is loose again. Look at him go, shedding tacklers. Whoa, this guy is tough. He's only a junior. It would set up a field goal to make it 9-7 Oak Grove. Final minute of the first half. Thomas Thrash looking for his favorite target, Quentin Jones. At this point, it was 14-9. Hey, the number to call, 324-7545. We need a final on that one.
Now at Pulaski Academy tonight, this is this is school that is leading the division of the two teams you just saw. And Pulaski Academy, very tough, and you're going to see why. They like to score and score a lot. Thomas Thrash, their quarterback, finds a man over the middle, touchdown PA. Are they satisfied? No. They onside kick after scoring a touchdown. Oh, the indignity of it all. PA would go on to score from there. And here is the final score in this one. Pulaski wins it big. Pulaski Academy 41-17.
Now, more of Hooten's Arkansas football, brought to you by Arkansas Heart Hospital.
And we begin our Class 3A highlights at Pulaski Academy, where the undefeated Bruins played host to All-Timer. Hey, PA was up 28-12 with 12 minutes to go, and this is quarterback Thomas Thrash making the highlight reel in a hurry, hooking up with his favorite target, that's Quentin Jones. A couple of plays later, Thrash connects with Scott Hilburn for the short scoring pass that put them up 35-12. PA in control. On their next possession, the Bruins go to Blake Miller. He hauls in a 45-yard touchdown pass, and PA is rolling. Thrash has passed for a mind-boggling 41 touchdowns in just 7 games. Final score, PA 69, All-Timer 18.
If you like to root for the underdog, then you had to love the All-Timer Red Devils tonight. 35-point underdogs at Pulaski Academy. That's according to Hooten's Arkansas football. Now, I don't want any hate mail from All-Timer fans. PA cheerleaders giving us the old 4-1. We like to see that. PA up 28-12 early in the second with Thomas Thrash, the state's top passer, finds Quentin Jones, the state's top receiver, for a big gain. At the end of the play, the ball comes loose, but PA does recover, and 3 plays later, the Bruins would score. This time Thrash to Scott Hilburn in the air, 34-12 after a missed PAT. Then on the next Bruin drive, Thrash doing what else? Passing way downfield, looking for Blake Miller. He's there, hauls it in around the 1 for another touchdown. That made it 41-12 PA. All-timer had to punt it away, and PA only needed 3 more plays to score again. This time Thrash to Miller again. 48-12 at that point, and at last check, PA led this one 55-18 in the 4th quarter.
Fridays, Landers, most all the home games, they feed the team. It's a team thing, and it's very generous of the Landers. Moms, dads come, and it's just a great get-together.
We probably had, and we had extra today, we had the 9th graders today, so because they've moved up. So we probably had 75 today, probably that many. We fixed chicken spaghetti today. We and have salad and rolls and then some kind of dessert. We had 8 big casseroles of chicken spaghetti. Sometimes we fix regular spaghetti. We fixed lasagna before. The kids seem to like chicken spaghetti. And one of these days soon, I'm going to grill steaks. We're going to have steaks.
Why do you like doing this?
Why? Well, of course, this is, Scott's last year, he's a senior, and it just promotes, you can see we have so much fun. It promotes the camaraderie with all the parents and the kids and the dads and the moms and we've got Miss Coleman here today, and of course the coaches come, and it just kind of promotes team unity.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Are you ready to go? 'Cause I'm ready to go. What you gonna do, baby, baby? Are you going with me? 'Cause I'm going with you. That's the end of all time.
What is it really? What's going on here? You got the system for total control. Now is there anybody out there? Now watch yourself, cause we can't go. What is it really that is in your head? One little life that you had just died. I'm gonna be the one that's taking over. Now this is what it's like when worlds collide. Are you ready to go? 'Cause I'm ready to go. What you gonna do, baby, baby? Are you going with me? 'Cause I'm going with you. That's the end of all time.
You are a robot.
Now, more of Hooten's Arkansas football. Brought to you by Arkansas Heart Hospital.
And we begin our Class 3A highlights in the 5 AAA with Atkins at Pulaski Academy. And PA's Thomas Thrash continues to shred opponents' defenses. He finds Rick Campbell with his 5-yard scoring strike. That was Thrash's 6th touchdown toss of the night, and we're just midway through the second quarter. Atkins standout running back Nick Stokes broke his neck a few weeks ago. The Red Devils are missing him. Senior Red Devil Dustin Wiley was Atkins' quarterback last week. Out of the backfield, he picks up short yardage here. Ryan Burris is now the Red Devil QB. He hits Aaron Ruffin for a first down. Then PA brings the blitz. Matt Stokes strips the ball loose, and John Aaron Reese recovers for the Bruins. Here comes Thrash again, throwing to his main man, Quentin Jones, who fights and claws for another Pulaski Academy touchdown. The Bruins would get the ball again before the half, and Thrash drops back, hits Jones, and the Bruins led Atkins 56-7 at halftime. Thrash would only see action on 2 plays in the second half, but throw for touchdowns on both. And with 10 touchdown passes, Thrash ties the modern-day national record for TD tosses in a game. Final score, Pulaski Academy 77, Atkins 20.
But right now, let's turn over to John Getze for a preview of our Game of the Week, Pulaski Academy at Central Arkansas Christian. John?
Mark, Pulaski Academy is one of the most potent offenses in the country. These guys are scoring close to 60 points a game. Quarterback Thomas Thrash is already in the national record books, and the Bruins have 3 of the top 5 receivers in the state. Anybody can score on this team, and if you don't believe me, I'm now joined by Scott Landers, a lineman for PA, and I understand even you have found the end zone this season?
Yes, sir. We played BB, and I scored on a tackle around play as a rushing play, so I got in a touchdown too. So.
Sean Harmon, another offensive lineman. I understand even you have found pay dirt as well.
Yes, sir. It was the same formation, but we shovel trapped it to me, 6 yards right into the end zone. Couldn't stop me. It was a huge game. a lot of touchdowns in that game.
Is there anything that has not worked in the Bruin playbook this football season?
Well, our Coach Kelly's got he's got most of this offense planned out, and just about everything he puts in there comes up with scoring on it.
Good luck tonight, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go get them. Kickoff here is set at 7:30 with CAC. Of course, I'll have the highlights and a live report. It should be another high-scoring affair coming up tonight on Friday Night Flights. We'll see you then. Mark?
All right, thanks, John.
Now, I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. Hell yeah. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. Yeah. That's the team, gentlemen. Hell yeah. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. That's football, guys. That's all it is.
I knew Quentin Jones, and I knew Thomas Thrash was an outstanding athlete. And boy, it was a great day when we got him to come out for football. And I also knew that Tim Camp, Charles Rawton, guys like that were talented and great kids. But no, to be 10-0, you know, you hope that every year. But it's been a great, pleasant surprise that these guys have come on and done what they've done this year.
We're gonna do some booty! Yeah! We're gonna kick some booty! Yeah! We're gonna do some stomping! We're gonna do it! Who's number one? We are! I can't hear you. Who's number one? We are! Look at these guys.
Pick out one of them. 78. Whoever gets the ball. Whoever gets the ball. 500. Whoever gets the ball. Back up, 500. One word for you, domination. Hey, Clint, how many gonna score? Are we gonna score? Hold on. Okay. Mike, 63.
I'm taking this to the promised land, baby. Hey, you see the light, Shane? You see the light, baby? Hey, you! You see the light? You see the light? I know you see it. I'm about to take us there, baby. I'm about to take us.
Every day is a new day. I'm thankful for every breath I take. I won't take it for granted. So I learn from my mistakes. It's beyond my control, so I'm about to let go. Whatever happens in this lifetime. So I trust in love. You have given me peace of mind. I feel so alive for the very first time. I can't deny you. I feel so alive.
They're good.
Huh?
They're good.
Pulaski Academy is swaggering into the playoffs as the top seed from the 5 AAA with a home field advantage throughout the playoffs. On Friday night, the Bruins visited rival Central Arkansas Christian. PA's record-setting quarterback Thomas Thrash goes to work hitting Blake Miller for a 20-yard touchdown. On the Bruins' next possession, it's CAC's John Rochelle coming up with a big hit on Bo Bichetti. Same drive, Thrash hits Miller for a 16-yard touchdown. Miller caught 12 passes for 210 yards and 2 touchdowns Friday night. Thrash will smash the national record of 66 touchdown passes in a season set by former Shiloh quarterback Josh Floyd, and Thrash will probably do it in the first round of the playoffs when Hughes comes to Little Rock. Final score, PA 62, Central Arkansas Christian 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here.
Pulaski Academy entered the Class 3A playoffs with a perfect 10-0 record, and most wondered not whether the Bruins would beat Hughes tonight, but how many touchdowns would Thomas Thrash throw in the victory, as Thrash had accounted for 64 TD passes so far, needed 2 more to tie the national record. Well, here's his 65th touchdown pass. Thrash to Rick Campbell to put PA up 7-zip in the first quarter. Hughes answered with a touchdown, but Thrash went back to work, finding Scott Hilburn for another. That's number 66. That ties the national record, but can he break it? Thrash rolling right, spots Blake Miller along the sideline, and Blake does the rest, coming back our way for TD number 67. That's it, a new national record. And Mr. Thrash is going to hold on to that ball for a while. But wait, there's more as Thrash adds to his record with another short touchdown pass to Matt Stoltz. Thrash ended up with 6 touchdown passes as PA romps 63-29.
Welcome to the rat race. People killing themselves to get ahead of the pack. Backstab and attack of the self, the money, the power, the fame. Competition and greed in a world without shame. I stumble and fall along the path I've chosen. I face my fears, I won't be broken. Corrosion has a way of up with your sanity. I do what I gotta to preserve my humanity. Take a life on these days. Face the fears I never run. Never quit until I'm done. I'm the underdog, and I will overcome. Competition can't bring you down to your very last compound. Beat you down, drag you round. Refuse to bend, never ever let it take you over the edge where you can never break through. Overcome, stand strong alone. The good, the bad, the truth, the unknown. Locked up at war with the demons within. I fight to live, I live to win. Taking life on these days comes. Face the fears I never run. Never quit until I'm done. I'm the underdog, and I will overcome. Taking life on these days comes. Face the fears I never run. Never quit until I'm done. I'm the underdog, and I will overcome. Taking life as each day comes. Face the fears I never run. Never quit until I'm done. I'm the underdog, and I will overcome. Taking life as each day comes. Face the fears I never run. Never quit until I'm done. I'm the underdog, and I will overcome.
Well, last week, Thomas Thrash tied, broke, and then added to the national record for touchdown passes in a season. He has 70, so this week he could focus on leading his Pulaski Academy Bruins to their third round of the 3A playoffs. The undefeated Bruins welcome the Sand Lizards of Dardanelle. These two teams came in with a combined record of 20-2. PA up 14-zip in the second. Thomas Thrash looking for more, adding to his national record with that pass to Blake Miller, 21-0 Bruins. Same score early in the third. Thrash, plenty of time, heaving one up, and Quentin Jones going to come down with it. Takes a nice hit, but holds on for a 25-yard gain, helping set up this, an 18-yard screen pass to Miller, and PA is rolling up 27-zip at that point, and PA wins 49-14 the final. Well, the Arkansas game kicks off at 1:30, and then about 6 hours later, the state playoffs resume. 12 games on tap, including our Friday Night Flights game of the week, as 12-0 Pulaski Academy hosts 10-1 Pine Bluff Dollarway. John Getzey tells us what to expect.
The Cardinals have already won a state championship under David Jordan, but the head coach of Dollarway hasn't seen a quarterback like Thomas Thrash all year, or any year for that matter.
Thrash is the most accurate quarterback I've seen. 25 yards in, the kid puts the ball between their numbers almost every play, and maybe we're going to see if he can do that with people in his face.
Which means the Pine Bluff School will play a handful of offensive players on defense for the first time to try and defend the nation's all-time single-season touchdown leader.
That gives us 9 guys on defense that run 4.6 or better, and we're just going to try to, use our athleticism and play with them.
Stop Thrash. That's the game plan. We can shut him down.
Yeah, we're going to try to pressure him, but if you put people up there to rush, then you're leaving fewer people covering back there, and they've got 5 receivers out on almost every play.
And one of those receivers, the QB's favorite target, is no longer nursing a bad ankle.
Quentin Jones is back. He's full speed. He had 4 touchdowns last week after he missed 2 games.
So how many TD passes does the record breaker plan on throwing Friday night?
Enough to get a win.
Week 3 of the high school playoffs, a AAA showdown. Pulaski Academy, the 12-0 Bruins up against the 10-1 Dalloway Cardinals. And here come the Bruins, but it was Dalloway who struck first. Eddie Ringo is loose. Watch him head to the sideline. Stephen Green will run him down. But later in this drive, Ringo will take it in at 7-0 Dalloway. Second quarter, touchdown Thomas Thrash. Uh-oh, a little overthrown. Watch the effort by Andre Bennett. This kid will not go down. Look at him being hit. He goes to the other side of the field, turn it up, gets a great block. He's gonna lay his body out. Didn't get in there. 2-yard line. And it's Ringo to Rodney McGee. It's now 14-0. Thomas Thrash went out with an injury. This is his younger brother, Adam. Bombs away and bang! Right to Blake Miller. 14-7 at this point, and that's the way it ended. Dalloway over Pulaski Academy by a score of 14-7.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my shells and kicked in my face, but I've come through. And I need to go home. Taken my bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge.